It's the Weather Xtreme video for Monday the 13th. I'm James Spann, and this week we are coming to Pleasant Grove. We'll be at the high school Thursday night for Storm Alert 2012 as we look back on the generational tornado outbreak of April 27th of last year. And, of course, Concord and Pleasant Grove were so heavily affected by that, and we have a lot of stories to share. It's a very powerful evening, and we certainly hope to see you there. All right, let's go to some of the Skycam shots around the network early this morning. It's cold. We've got readings, I'd say, between 15 and 25, almost as cold as yesterday. Tuscaloosa sitting in the mid-20s this morning. There's a look at downtown Jasper. They are at 19 at 5 o'clock. And there's the Skycam on the campus of the University of Montevallo in Shelby County, where they're sitting at 23 at 5 o'clock. There's the numbers around the state, and you can see 18 at Haleyville, 19 at Gadsden, the Birmingham Airport at 23. But we start to warm up today with highs up around 50 in most spots this afternoon. But here comes a storm system to the west. And, of course, that's producing a lot of winter weather mischief out across the heartland. Look at all that mess out there. We've got winter weather advisories from North Texas, north of Dallas-Fort Worth, up to near St. Louis, Kansas City, Omaha, up into parts of central Illinois. We note a few counties in Arkansas under winter storm warnings. Winter weather advisories for the Memphis area down into extreme north Mississippi, and also we note to the east, a few counties in North Georgia and around Asheville, North Carolina, but we don't expect any problems here in our state, as you'll see. And, of course, cold is the big deal down to the south, where freeze warnings are up for parts of Florida. All right, this is the chance of 1 inch of snow or greater between now and 6 o'clock tomorrow morning local time. And you can see the big numbers are up north. Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, places like that, and also out west. And just for the fun of it, there's tomorrow, Valentine's Day, maybe some snow for places like Pittsburgh, and again, the west is looking awfully snowy out there. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Friday evening. Pretty big numbers. This is suggesting rain amounts of maybe 1.5 to 2 inches for much of Alabama, with the heavier totals down south with the bullseye near Camden at 2.2 inches. And, look at this. You know, you don't think about this because it's been so cold the last couple of days. This is the convective outlook on day 3, and this is basically for Wednesday night into the pre-dawn hours Thursday. And the guys have the low-end 5% severe weather probabilities up for all of Alabama and points to the west. So we'll explore that as we go along. This is the 06EGFS, the global forecast system, valid at noon today at 500 millibars. This is about 18,000 feet off the ground. Energy over California, energy coming out across the plain states, and down below that, you can see potential for rain over Texas and parts of Oklahoma and the Arklatex, and then up north, snow is likely north of that 540 line, up into Kansas and Missouri and Iowa and places like that. And around here during the day, we'll warm up maybe 50 for the high today with clouds moving in. This is tonight at midnight. We should be wet at that point. And then tomorrow at noon, things begin to wind down. Let's be a little more specific with the RPM, a higher resolution model. This is valid at midnight tonight. Rain should be falling over at least the western half of the state. And then by noon tomorrow, it's gone. So this is a deal where the rain's not going to be all that heavy. We should be under 1/2 inch. And in terms of the snow potential, this is the snow accumulation chart. You've got potential for accumulating snow over much of Arkansas and points north, just nothing here. And you know the deal. Dew points are in the teens, and so initially the precipitation will be falling or evaporating as it falls into the dry air. That's a cooling process, kind of like when you walk out of the shower. It's cold. And we could easily see some ice pellets or even a few snowflakes when this begins, but it should quickly change over to rain as the column warms. And the bottom line is it's just not a big deal here, at least the way it looks now. So we'll watch it, but basically some light rain tonight and tomorrow. All right, Wednesday. Got energy over the plain states, energy over California. Very energetic pattern, I guess you could say. And down below that, got a surface low north of Oklahoma City. Rain over Texas and Louisiana. There could be some thunderstorms. They're in the warm sector down there. It's getting warm. We'll be in the 60s on Wednesday. In fact, the latest GFS is showing 67 And then Thursday, the surface low is near Detroit and things begin to wind down. But we'll be watching for that. Initially, the instability values don't look all that impressive, but there could be some storms, maybe some strong storms Wednesday night into Thursday morning. I don't think it'll be a big deal, but just something to watch. And once we get this thing tonight out of here, we can focus on that. Friday, we're dry and no cool air there. The thickness values would support a high close to 60. And then Saturday, as we kick off the weekend, well, there comes another wave, and we go wet. Now, the surface low is down there around Panama City. And by golly, if this were really cold, that'd be a big snow set up there, but it's not. You can see the thickness value suggests maybe snow Saturday for northwest Tennessee, but not down here. We warm up in a hurry as you go farther south. In fact, the GFS would suggest you're high in the 50s with just rain. We'll check the European, very similar. Now, this is a bit farther south. It's got the precipitation shield farther south, but one way or the other, it sure looks like we'll have some rain on Saturday as we kick off the weekend. And then Sunday, we go dry and colder. The 540 line down to Huntsville, that would suggest a high dropping back down toward the low 50s around here with a pretty good north breeze. So for your weekend planning, for now, things look wet on Saturday, dry and cooler on Sunday. And Monday, a week from today, looks dry. Let's go a bit deeper. How about the 25th of February? Oh, boy, that's a fun look right there. Look at the energy coming through aloft and a surface low near Augusta. And how about a snowstorm for Memphis and Muscle Shoals? But we all know this is pure, absolute voodoo. It'll probably go away on the next run. There's a 29th. Cold look for eastern Canada and the northeast United States, but really it's not a highly amplitude type pattern that gets us cold. That would be relatively, I'd say, average in terms of temperature there. And we'll check the North Atlantic Oscillation. A couple of members are negative, but most of them stay positive, as we have seen all season long. But hey, again, I caution you, March. Who knows? That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio. Or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.